that. And if you didn't know, Rumplemints is 100 proof.
Sounds
And
terrible.
yeah, it's schnapps.
Yeah.
It's like a mint schnapps, and it's 100 proof. And he was just
Ugh.
wasted. Yeah, just
I've seen that
completely
shit, but I
changed.
don't. I'm like,
Yeah,
I ain't touching it.
it's pretty strong.
Ruffle.
It's like drinking mouthwash.
God. Did you drink it
Mint.
straight?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
it's super thick too.
Oh
It's
god.
like it's got the it's very viscous.
Viscous.
And so we went up to Sheboygan that night
Oh boy,
to
it's Sheboygan.
or we went up to Sheboygan the next day to go see the show,
Yeah.
and the wrestling show was in this like airplane hangar. And it was actually like a really good show
Mm,
until the main event. And Marty Jannetty, like, I don't know what his deal was, but he must have been like shit faced again.
yeah.
And he didn't even get in the ring. Like, he came out like doing his rockers shtick, and all he did was just run around the ring and like just like he didn't get in the ring and he didn't wrestle, and it was just a really shitty match. And the crowd started booing, and it was just really embarrassing for him.
Too much rumplements.
Yeah, too much Rumplemans. I think he was on other things other than just booze, though, too.
Um, you know what's funny? I was thinking about when when I saw that stuff he posted, and obviously he's got issues. And then I started thinking about like, man, so many of these wrestlers that we watched when we were kids, they do podcasts and interviews now, and all they do is talk about how much fucking blow they used to do.
Yeah, and
And
how much they used to drink and shit.
it's great. Like the Jake the Snake thing, like that just completely blew my mind. You know, that he had had so many issues, and I mean he's obviously done a lot of work to try to overcome that. But to think like you watch these people when you were a kid, and then you don't even know that you're watching a guy who's like snorted a garbage bag full of cocaine in a
Yeah,
hotel,
right.
and
Yeah,
and he hasn't slept in 9 days, and you're like wearing his T-shirt around to school.
yeah, right.
It's,
No kidding.
I mean, it's just
You're like
wild,
you're my
man.
hero, Jake the Snake Roberts, and he's been on like a 2 week binge,
Yeah,
and he's had like a different hooker come to his room every single night.
I mean, but that is, I mean, I mean that is a rough. I guess it's a rough life for those guys, especially back then. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's a little different now because so many of those guys died kind of young. So they kind of had to make
yeah.
some changes. But if you've seen any of that Vice Dark Side of the Ring documentary,
No, I didn't watch that one. No.
you should because it's pretty fascinating. It gets into that stuff quite a bit. And, like there's one on like they did one on Chris Benoit, they did one on the Road Warriors, Owen Hart, Jimmy Snuka, who I guess murdered somebody, and Vince
Well,
McMahon.
apparently, so did Marty Jannetty too.
Maybe he just meant he made him disappear, like he's a magician.
Maybe he meant that he like blew him behind the bowling
And then the
alley.
guy was never seen again
Yeah,
because he got blew by a rocker, so he doesn't
yeah,
have to worry
exactly.
about it. We'll keep an eye on Marty Jannetty. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll come back to Milwaukee. I told you you should let him come crash with you, lay low for a couple days.
yeah. I don't think the cat would like that too much.
Cat was like,
I think the cat. Yeah, I think the cat likes it when it's just me and her,
He-
and it's not. Yeah,
the cat can only tolerate one drunk
and,
asshole at a
and-
time.
yeah, and there's not some like 50-year-old, some 50-year-old fucking drug addict like peeing on the carpet.
And wearing tights, like fluorescent colored tights.
Yeah, fluorescent colored tights,
Uh,
passing out in like the bushes because all of his rocker tassels got caught in a bush.
God. So, real quick before we wrap up, we need to plan for talk about a movie. I think next time.
Okay,
And we kicked around Unforgiven,
sure, I would do that. I
and
would do Unforgiven.
I saw a podcast recently did an episode on the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I was like, sweet.
Yeah.
Finally, a good movie, not this
Well,
Marvel
uh,
bullshit.
did you watch the Watchmen HBO series?
No, not yet. I haven't gotten to
No,
it
not
yet.
yet.
I haven't really.
Okay.
I haven't really watched anything. I just been
I,
working.
I haven't I haven't really watched anything either, to be honest with
Yeah, I just haven't really. But no, I would like to. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I would like to for sure. I just haven't really watched anything.
you. Well, I would be down for Unforgiven. Also, I was kind of kicking some ideas around, and I was thinking something like, oh, like like a movie that we had both watched in the army, so we could do like Big Trouble in Little China. Or I was also thinking, remember Redneck Zombies?
Yeah, how could I forget?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can watch that. You can watch that for free on YouTube. You don't even
That's
have
true.
to have the DVD.
It's public domain, like classic literature.
Yeah, yeah. It's right up. It's right up there with like Crime and Punishment.
It is. Yeah, we can do that. We just have to make a little list, and then we can go from there. Man, I feel like time just flies. Like I feel like I work, go to sleep,
Yeah,
and then it's like 4 weeks later.
yeah. I know. It's especially when you're working from home, man. It's like
Yeah,
I'm like there are times, there are days where I don't leave my apartment for like 2 or 3 days, and then I'm just like, I got to get the hell out of here. But now that my gym's open back up, I actually got a place to go when I get done with work, so
there
that's
you go.
really nice.
All right. Well, yeah, man. I'll be talking to you. I appreciate it.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you later,
All
man.
right, later, buddy.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.